Welcome to Sunday Mornings with Enlightenism. I'm Brother Malcolm.
And I'm Sister Carolyn.
And we are here today to share some divine
Yes.
insights with you, divine self-knowledge, the recognition that God exists in you as consciousness. God exists within, not outside, within. Sister Carolyn is an Enlightenism practitioner, teaching workshop facilitator. She's going to get us started today with some great insights on this very subject, Enlightenism and divine self-knowledge. The one and only Sister Carolyn.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Malcolm. Thanks for the introduction. I always appreciate that so much and have such a big smile on my face because I know the truth about me. I know that I am a practitioner and teacher every day of my life. And when I'm not doing that for myself and others, I also know that. The idea with divine self-knowledge is about awareness. Understanding always that you are born whole, perfect, and complete. Faceless, formless, colorless, and ageless. And you have everything that you will ever need for the journey. And so we don't need to ask anyone for anything. We were born with everything that we will ever need for the journey. And when we define ourselves more clearly in this life, by understanding each and every moment who we are aware of being is the key to an effective life. I began this journey some time ago. And although the journey, the inward journey, is sometimes quite difficult because you find out things about yourself that you didn't even know. And when we become aware, we begin to recognize that maybe we're not speaking with the clarity, with the love. Maybe we're not embracing that in our lives. What I discovered is that I embraced more of the victim in my life. So I was always ready for a victim party, a pity party as we call it. And I didn't really become aware of this until I began the inward journey. And we find out more about the inward journey by getting this book, Enlightenism. Enlightenism is truly a new way to think and live, so that we uncover the divine spiritual consciousness that we have within us, so that we develop our beingness around this information and energy. Enlightenism is about a new way to think and live. Enlightenism is about taking responsibility so that we uncover those ideas and notions that we're living from and haven't quite discovered it. When we talk about a new way to think and live, it's truly about a new way to think and live. It is about taking responsibility for the current conditions in your life. It is about understanding that on this journey, we don't get to blame our life on someone else. We don't get to excuse away our behavior. We must take responsibility for our activity. We must take responsibility for our responses. When we can truly understand that we are behind those responses, that it is the I behind those responses, that we can change. We have the power within us to change the way we think and live. Now, this book, Enlightenism, can be purchased through Amazon or through the BuySociety.org. Again, this book, Enlightenism, can be purchased via Amazon or through the BuySociety.org. I invite you, as I do every Sunday, standing before you, to pick up this book so that you can begin to uncover the keys in your own life, that you can understand your awareness of being. When you don't like the way you responded, when you don't like the way you made a decision, was that decision made from clarity of your awareness of being? Was it made from fear? We all make decisions sometimes from panic, from fear, from what we have been taught. The idea is to make the responses, or to create the responses, not around fear, not around confusion, but around who you are aware of being. And whenever we're taking fear into any decision, whenever we're taking confusion into any decision, that is how we made the decision. We made the decision out of fear, out of lack, out of limitation, out of some condition we have put in our lives. And so, again, I invite you to get the book Enlightenism either through Amazon or through the BuySociety.org. And now it's time for Brother Malcolm. And so I give you Brother Malcolm, author, philosopher, and creator of Enlightenism, Brother Malcolm.
Thank you, Sister Carolyn. I was so engrossed in what she was saying, folks. I almost forgot that I was supposed to come and say something to you today.
Absolutely.
But, hey, here I am. Thank you, Sister Carolyn, for sharing those wonderful insights with. It can be like that, folks. Sometimes you listen and you hear things that you may not have heard before. I'm Brother Malcolm, and I want to talk to you today about going beneath the pain in your life and finding out where did it come from. Where do you think pain comes from? It comes from our beliefs about who we are and how we perceive ourselves and the external world and those relationships. How do you unlearn it? Where do the beliefs come from? The beliefs come from what other people have taught us. They taught us a lot of things. And then our acceptance of those beliefs gives them the credibility of being the truth. And nothing could be further from the truth than listen to what somebody taught us about illusory knowledge. When you decide that you really want to see yourself with power and clarity, take the time to spend some time in your mind thinking of yourself as consciousness, colorless, faceless, and formless. Consciousness. Now when you can do this for a little while, just a small amount of time, then you will get a glimpse into divine self-knowledge. You get a glimpse. And then you will know that there is something else in you other than the beliefs that you have placed in your mind, embodied these beliefs from other people, and now you think it's the truth about who you are. Your race, color, gender, all of these things that are illusions, and then once you embody them, they become the truth. How? Well, the truth seems familiar. If a lot of people is doing it over and over again, and you're doing behavior over and over again with the same beliefs, after a while, it becomes familiar to you. Then it's easy to think that this is the way it is. Even your pain, you can begin to find a way to rationalize why you're in pain. Because people believe that we are born to suffer. to struggle. That in order to get to divine self-knowledge, you have to struggle. No, you do not. You have to discover it by letting go. The struggle is holding on to the things that are keeping you in the pain. And when you release them, you don't feel good about yourself. You say, well, I don't, I don't really want to wreck my life. Well, then you want to keep your life the way it is, in pain. And because everybody else is in pain, you think that you should be in pain too. But you don't have to think that way. Is there a way to unlearn what others have taught you? Yes. Divine self-knowledge. It's something that you discover on the inward journey. I discovered divine self-knowledge on the inward journey. God is consciousness. God is within. And God does not give benefits and blessings to people based upon race, color, gender, age, and all of this other stuff. And just because you have a position in this world, or whether it's a spiritual position or a political position, you're not blessed by divine self-knowledge. You're a product of the illusory knowledge that you're using to live in the world. This has all been created by illusory knowledge, and you hear people say that get into divine self-knowledge and say, well, the world created it. World created it, and nothing is greater than the world. Yes, sir, there's something greater, folks, and it's in you. It's divine self-knowledge, and I'm Brother Malcolm, and I want to thank all of you for stopping by. Check out the book Enlightenism. Some very, very deep, heavy information in there about how to change how you think and live.
I'm Sister Carolyn, and thanks for listening.
Have a great day. Check us out on YouTube.